Fiance cheated with best man. 2 years ago, I, 30 male, was scheduled to get married to the 28 female love of my life. 3 weeks to my wedding, I suddenly noticed that my fiance was always on her phone, always chatting or discussing with random men which she always claimed were just friends. Things got so bad, she never even had the time for me at this very crucial time in our relationship. This really affected me emotionally as I began to have second thoughts about the wedding. I always had to wonder who she was always discussing with online and meeting with behind me. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna trust her. All week I reminded myself, you have to trust her. I was too afraid to let myself believe something was wrong. 2 weeks later, I was scheduled to give a presentation to a bunch of IT students about the functionality of spyware on laptops and how to use these spywares to monitor all activities on a laptop. So I decided to infect my laptop with this spyware to show the students how this worked, totally legal. A day before my presentation, my wife approached me claiming her laptop crashed and she needed to keep in touch with her friends online. You never give me your attention, always, so there is no way I'm giving her my laptop. I remember having this thought in my head, then a light bulb came on in my head. Why not give her my laptop? After all, it's mine. I knew fully well my device had the spyware functionality on for demonstration, so it was a golden chance to have a peep into who she was always chatting with. This was completely legal as it was my laptop and not hers, right? I had always promised myself never to use my ability to ever snoop in on whatever she was up to. But I told myself I was probably overthinking things and this was my chance to prove myself right. I gave her the laptop. 15 minutes later, all the communications on my laptop were synced to a remote database, meaning I could remotely access all the messages going in and out of my laptop, which happened to also include the messages of whoever was using my laptop. Let me cut the crap. I was reading her messages. 1 minute, nothing happened. 5 minutes, just a few chats with her girls. 10 minutes, dick pic. Did you enjoy yesterday night? But she said she was at work yesterday. Yes, I did, she replied. Wait, was someone else using my laptop? Or had I made a mistake in the remote setup programming? I peeked to see her on the kitchen counter still typing. I missed you so much. 30 minutes in, it got so worse. I already knew who she was sleeping with. Mark, my best friend and best man. I had only ever seen things like this in movies or project exposures. How could they both stoop so low? To cut the long story short, the wedding did not hold. That experience shaped the direction my career went. I promised them, I promised myself, if heartbreak ever came calling again, that I would never ever be caught short of a story. Everything you read on here about my life, whether good or bad, enduring or embarrassing, is me making good on that promise. Because if I ever have to watch my hard work and dedication vanish before my eyes again, I might as well have a life story worth watching. And for those of you wondering what happened to the smart little cheater, they got married. Yes, her and my best man. A month ago, he, my ex-best friend, texted me that he wanted to know if she was cheating, and he wanted me to be the one to find out. The irony of life. Story 2. My boyfriend for 4 years cheated on me. My 23 female, boyfriend 25 male of 4 years cheated on me. I don't know how I knew, but I just knew something wasn't right. I had his location on Snapchat, and it was at his apartment block. This was after him going out with friends to a day party. I called his phone, but he wasn't answering. He always answers and tells me he'll call me back if he's busy. I had a bad feeling, so I kept calling back to back. I haven't done this in years. He finally calls me back and I go crazy on the phone. He's laughing it off and telling me it's nothing, as he gets into the car with his friend and proceeds to drive him home. Once his friends got out, I continued to accuse him until he drove home. When he parked, he said, "So you really want to know the truth?" I said yes. When he said this, I was shocked because I was expecting a reasonable explanation and to find out that I was overreacting. I got head. I said, huh? You got head? He said yes, and I said okay. I'm going to my bed night. Blocked him off everything and hung up, but I forgot Insta. He messaged me until I blocked him there too. Last year we went through something very traumatic in addition to him losing 3 family members in a month, and we have struggled to come back from it. I see myself marrying this guy. We've spoken about it so much since we were 21. He's begging to see me, saying it was a mistake, and he had to tell me because he always promised that he'd be honest with me. I know I want to be with him. He's honestly been the most amazing boyfriend. My family love him. He's just ruined something that was amazing.